crazy boy. You acrobat. Hi. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're ready. I'm ready. Tournament time. My opponent rage quit because I hacked his rhino bombs. Nice. Yeah, rhino bombs are insane. So if you can use them against your opponent too, that's also insane. All right. Fortified. It's fortified time. Gojo, it's fortified time. Yeah, it's time to fortify. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. It's game one of a tournament. Game one of tonight's Saturday night tourney. And no better way to open them with arc lights. Arc lights are pretty good. Oh, God. How aggressive do I want to be here? Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't want the arc lights leading. Okay, I like that a little bit better too, to be honest. Okay, I like that. Okay. So, I mean, he is speed specialist. So it's a little scary how fast he is. We just I need to drink some water. Barely swallow this weapon. Holy shit. Okay, I'm not choking to death anymore. Yeah. We need to get some cover for my sabers because he's speed spec, so it's pretty scary in the front. He also has assault mode marksman. This man has a quick reload too. He definitely likes to party. That makes me feel okay. I feel okay about it. I can always EMP him if I have to. I definitely don't want to go balls against this. An interference module. Assault fortress. Oh, Jesus. We could fortress with this. And just take a fortress card when I see one. Or just buy one. Like rotate a unit into it and just buy it. Okay, fine. I'll do it. We'll go assault fortress. We'll sell off our wall. No. Yeah, sell the wall. Let's get a chaff squad like right here. No, put it right here actually. Get another saber over here. Yeah, just do that. Cover from the marksman. Right. Go with it. That paralyze definitely hurt a lot. We had 100 left over too, so I probably should have upgraded my right tower once. But now I might not even need to, I guess. The greed. 2 squads of Phoenix. He does run aerial spec. If I make him turn on air spec, I wouldn't mind. I could always sell. I think Phoenix would be more annoying than Phantom Ray. Phantom Ray are just gonna die. Alright, we're gonna go Phoenix. Put him in the back. Put him here. Put this one here actually, like further back, because it's gonna go out so fast. Let's get range on arc lights. Let's sell off that cannon. Let's get 2 arc lights. Get an arc light over here. Get rid of chaff if it comes over on the side. Cover the saber. Let's get an arc light over here too. Cover the crawlers that come this way. Let's get another chaff squad that comes out like behind the saber, or behind the arc light even. Damn, almost. I was hoping to get the marksman shot, but it should have been behind the saber. Okay. Bro, thank you so much. I just realized you can sell these turrets. Yep. You can sell them. You get 250 back for spending 100 to buy the device. Okay, fire. This round's kind of devastating. I think we should do fire. I'm just debating like what I want to do here, and I do think fire is the right choice. I'm just gonna scorch his level 2 Mustangs and scrollers. I'm gonna scorch him, dude. I'm gonna give sabers range as well, so they don't go in so hard and die. Let's get another crawler pack on right side. Let's get 2 more arc lights. Like here. And here. Just get more power on the right side. So I can start actually getting through the marksman. We'll start probably making fangs and fortresses. Okay. So he's burning me, I'm burning him. Sick. Yeah, our new investments are not bad. These sabers are getting it done way harder in the marksman now. And that was fire for fire, so we can just do that again next time fire's up. Oh my god, another spell. Oh. Fortified hacker. That changes things a little bit. That's kind of sick. It's not going to get the greatest uptime because sabers will kill their targets when they're trying to hack it, so I don't know if it's the greatest choice. But it's definitely tanky. It's definitely tanky. But I'm already going fortresses, so I actually think I'm not going to go hacker. I think it's a distraction. If I didn't have the fortress card, I would have done it, honestly. Also, sabers make it kind of bad, to be honest. So I'm gonna not do that right now. Oh. Let's get like 2 more sabers on the right side. I know we don't have any forts yet, but we now have like a lot of tanks of these arc lights. Let's get a crawler pack in bottom right. Okay, he's got fortress. He's also going assault fortress and fortified hacker, so he took both cards as well. I mean, I didn't take the hacker one, but he did. These sabers are crushing the forts, so it looks like we're in a nice spot. Arc Knights are also getting a bunch of kills, boys. Elite marksman, looking better and better. Storm callers. I could turn off his storms with anti-missile, so I don't care if he takes it, but I could also take the melter, sell. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, honestly. I think I'm going to take the melter, which unlocks me to also have melter if I really need it, which I don't think I will. But it's too bad it wasn't a fortress, because I'm also going to... I mean, he bought it, so... Alright, let's get some power in my army. We'll make sure my push side holds better here. Okay. Let's get another squad too. Let's get like a Feng squad. Let's also get range for everybody. Alright, there it is. Did the fort get a buff recently? It did. Yeah. I don't remember everything it got, honestly, but I know it got a damage increase on its auto attack. Like a 6% or some shit. Oh. Okay. Free level. Let's go. Let's get elite marksman and arclight. Let's get range on everybody, and let's get 3 fangs. Another fang in the bottom right. I want some late fangs that just come out and how do I feel about that, actually? It's fine. I think elite marksman is really nice, especially on left side. We're just gonna be able to reach these chaff units faster. Gets this pushing harder. These guys are getting some nice range here. Yeah. There was a javelin in there. There was a javelin in play. Oh boy. I got too excited. I didn't look at the choices. I was like, oh my god, I want this now. Okay. I'm gonna sell the Scorpion. I'm gonna give my forts range and bubble as well. I'm gonna put a fort down here. I'm gonna put a fort over here. He has storm colors now too. Fuck. I'm gonna get a crawler. Get range. Resupply. Get damage. Get a mobile beacon that goes like to the right here. And then down. And let's drop a nice fire right here. The forts will move slightly because he has speed spec. The forts will move down. Not by much, actually. They're not going to move down by much at all. Let's go, like, barely on it. Try to hit the Mustangs quickly. Or hit them like this, actually. Okay. Come on, forts! Come on, boys! Hold! Uh-oh. Dead, GG. Fuck. Oh, well, the forts didn't do it, guys. Oh, shit, the Arc Lancing forts. They got crushed. I was so excited. I was like, bro, I got an enhancement module. This game's in the bag. Everything is good. This fort's gonna get so strong. It's just gonna walk in the front and never die. But Storms actually were a really good choice. Because if there's no anti-missile, Storms are amazing against barriers. You just get to shoot them from so far away. It's like extra range because you get to shoot the edge of the barrier. All right. Looks like we're observing. We're observing, guys. Imagine if there was some turbo scuffed game mode where you could both see what the other was doing in real time. I wouldn't like that. That would be so funny. You're just like constantly like, and then like you're just like moving your units left and right. And you're both like, okay, which one are you going to? It's like you're trying to guard it the whole time. The game would actually be the deployment phase. So hard. Last second, you're just like, undo, new unit, go on the field, right now, right side, and it's like 1-0 round start. Like, oh, I surprised them. I surprised him. And then it becomes like a skill where you have to, like, every time you do an action, you have to undo it so that you don't build this long undo queue. So if your opponent doesn't keep up with you while you do a bunch of commands, they have to undo so many times to try to catch up and they don't have enough time before the round starts. How sick would that be? I mean, that's how Mechabellum should be played. That's how this game should be played. Oh my god. That would be like so fucking not fun. I feel like that would be fun for like a game or two, and then you would get so annoyed because there would just be like this really abusive thing that everybody would just start doing, and you have to like play it every time. You're like, oh my god. Every time you always get my right side or left side with like some push. Boats. Boats and balls. Boats, balls, and fangs. Look at these fangs. I feel like it's interesting looking at this. Like, you can always make more anti-missile, but like the fact that anti-missile's here, like you could theoretically missile device like right here, for instance, and kill this fang group. Yeah, it's this board. Looking at this board is interesting. I like how this fang on the front line, like literally on the line, is like, I don't give a shit, dude. I'm fucking level 5. Let's go. I love it. Yeah, I like that. I like looking at his board. Alright, who else is playing? What is this? This is nice worm board with tarantula explosive versus a ton of chaff and scorpions and boat and ball. This is an interesting looking board. So many missiles. They're like, we're gonna start calculating. You like want 2 missiles to hit, so you're like, oh, I need 5 missiles to go in because 3 of them will be diffused on the way in, or some shit like that. Poison? Overlord artillery. Overlord artillery is honestly like such a strong skill, shoving on the line. It seems scary sometimes. Oh! A tower. His bottom has such an advantage though. He wins here. Overall. I haven't really been using Mechanical Division Worm, and I feel like I don't ever really quad upgrade my worms. I don't really have time, like it's like never really an option. Yeah, sometimes I also want to take off Sandstorm on my worm. I don't do a lot of builds that abuse it that hard. I feel like I do builds that abuse myself more than I go Sandstorm than my opponent. I'm aggressive, and then like all my units are running into a fucking blinding cloud. They're just like, I can't see. It's like smoke bombing myself every turn. Actually, you know what? What if What if that's actually like a legit strategy where you have an army that doesn't really care. It's like speed based. And you have worms. You just make like 3 worms. And you have them in a vertical formation where it's like one near the front that does an immediate sandstorm, and then one in the middle, one in the back, and then you like stack that with like a push of like, let's say like secondary armament sabers, and you give them all photon emission. And now you have like sandstorm that repeatedly keeps coming up and blinding everybody, but also giving you everybody reduced damage from range, so you take less damage. And then you also have photon coating, so you take less damage, and then you have regen, and you can't be silenced. What if that's like a sick push? And you have just like wasp behind it. I feel like that's really interesting. That's so much reduction. Sandstorm affects your own. Yeah, yep. I think so. I'm pretty sure. It says units underneath a sandstorm. I'm not reading it, but I'm doing this from memory. Units in a sandstorm take 50% reduced damage during the duration of the sandstorm, and then you take 30% reduced damage from damage with the photon coating. So it's like ridiculous how much damage you're going to be reducing. On top of healing? Well, a cost control? Okay, we're going to try it. I think I run... I'm sure I think I run worms, right? With the sandstorm? I do, yeah. Okay, good. Picking typhoon spec, so you can't have them. Okay. What do I want to go with it? I don't want something that needs... It has to be like a wasp. So I think round 1 is just going to be another saber and another hound. And we'll push... I'll push away from my wall. I'll push in the open. Alright, let's get pretty tight. So I can get a really nice Farseer mission. Don't have to go all over the place to get them. Okay. Do that already for round 1. Okay, dude, he's right up in there as well. That was bad. Just because I should have honestly had 1 crawler in front. I got pretty greedy there. I did not think that the whole army was going to be shoved in my face. But it was. So now I definitely feel like I want to take secondary armament like really quick. Haste module. Okay. I think that I'm going to take a risk here, but I'm going to say he's going to sell his cannon. He's just sold the other cannon. I would not be surprised if he sells another cannon. I'm going to run right into that thing. I'm going to get secondary armament. I'm going to get another crawler here. It just goes in front and gives us some time. I'm also going to sell mine. Mine aren't going to be doing much in these fights. Nice. He sold it and he leveled his tower. We need some AoE pretty badly. That's pretty funny, like that emote. Wasp? If I had Splash Wasp, this would be even better. No, I think we should do Fire Badger, honestly. I think Fire Badger would be also insane here. Get another crawler myself. He also could go into Typhoons any second now. And Typhoons are going to eat crawlers up like crazy. I'm taking a Farseer right now. I have no anti-air at all. Get 1-1. Pull the Farseer back, actually. Okay. Alright, sick. Good choice. You know what? Fire Badger could actually be insane with this. I'm glad I took it because I could go regen counter fire with Photon Emission and Sandstorm on Badger, and they would still be able to reach through it pretty hard, I feel like. And if I wanted to do that, no, maybe just regen, realistically. Maybe just regen. Counterfire does give them more damage though, so if they don't have to move at all, it's also actually pretty sick. Okay, let's take a Fire Badger, a Saber, and a Farseer. And let's put them on the right side. Or the left side, I mean. Get my Saber like pretty fucking up there again. Cover it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this similar shit. I should be a little bit afraid of that. Just a little bit. Just a bit. Let's get a level up on this Saber over here. And we should also consider going into Wasp at this point. Or very soon. Okay, he's going for just like random Wasp on my flank. He has Final Blitz as well. Okay. Part of me just wants to get 2 Wraith, honestly. Get like 2 Wraith and put like... just blow up his Wasp instantly, but then I don't really like going in Wraith against Wasp. I'll do a Melter. He does have ground spec. I'll have it like instantly target this. I'll missile out this dude. I'll missile out this dude. Just to make sure. Let's level this up. Let's leave it at that. Let's not freak out. Let's get 2 more sabers. Sell my wall. Get a saber. Get a saber. Get a... Get another... Fire Badger again. Okay, okay, yep, yep, yep. Get a level up on my left tower. Just because it's completely exposed. That melter just took like everything to town down there. Alright, okay, okay, this guy likes wasp. He's wasping me up. He's wasping me hard. Does he have a power armor? He does have power armor, so I can't do that forever. Laser sight, put it on the melter. I'm actually just going to take multi-melter. I'll level it up twice. I'm going to make sure this is not going to be a problem. For now, I'm missile devicing every time. And we're just killing off a lot of the crawlers. Let's level up this tower. One time? One time, one time, one time. One time. I'll get another one on the other side. And I'll get myself another crawler pack over here, just so my fire badges are... Or everyone, just, yeah, I think it's fine. Send it with that this round. I'm not resupplying. I just gotta make sure I'm missiling every time. Just at least to kill crawlers. And he's stacking more crawlers there, so missiles are gonna be even more effective because I can hit through to the other crawlers behind it. If we just missile, we kill him every time. And his board doesn't really have like a board, so it's all in the bottom right push. Alright, dude, alright, okay. Efficient tech. Efficient tech is nice. Advanced offensive tactics is also very nice, though. It would help me get through the rhinos and shit faster. No, it's okay. I'll take efficient tech. I think we're fine. Let's get a missile here. Let's get a missile here. Let's get a missile here. Let's not fuck around. This is a lot of rhinos. There's a lot of damage. There's a lot of shit here. There's a lot of stuff trying to kill me right now in this area. Get a crawler pack like right there. Get another one like right there. Just make sure we have chaff running in front of our melters so we can actually have uptime here to not just get crapped on. Do a resupply. Give me range as well. Level up the right tower. One more time. Yep. We're looking pretty good. We're getting through it. GG. Alright, sick, dude. GG. I assume that means... Am I talking to myself? I don't even know how that system works exactly. I assume you can't talk in combat chat or the versus if the other person's not there anymore. Yeah, it's pretty funny if I'm talking to myself. Not really a fan of buildings. Never really tried them. I can't read this fucking sentence. What the hell's wrong with me? Really tried to like them, but yeah, preferred without. There we go. I got there. Yeah, I'm also not the biggest fan of buildings. I think buildings are they just kind of like make the board more of like a preset more often than not. And the reason why, if anyone's confused, it's as simple as buildings can basically buy you enough time, even if your army's not there, to reduce the amount of time it would or the speed at which you're going to get paralyzed. So a lot of times you can just like shove away from them, since that's how it works, or since that's what they can provide you if you want to be aggressive. But when you're aggressive, you also kind of want to not spread out because cannons will kill you. So you stack. And when you stack, it's predictable. Because if you don't stack, you're gonna spread out and you're gonna get killed by different cannons and their main army. You're gonna have a really bad fight. It's like you're forced to stack. It's not like there's a thought process here that makes it seem okay. The cannons are honestly just more efficient than one squad in a lot of situations. So you can't just send one squad at it. Not every unit loses to cannons, but most do. For like what you start the game with, I mean, like in the first round. So it's just rough. It really like kind of sets your board up to be like kind of already predetermined, more or less. And I feel like that. And then another thing that Grey Turp and I were talking about on our podcast was just the feeling of how also that if you play aggressive and you stack, the more dense of a board you build, the more spells gain efficiency against you. So it also makes all the, like this current building meta, playing aggressive into it also makes spells just like destroy you. You have like a double negative. You just really don't like seeing spell cards. Because you can't spread out until like round 3, round 4, realistically. Once you have some squad investment going on. The only way you can really spread out round 1 is if you're just willing to just lose the first couple rounds and you're just like, oh, it's fine. I'm already spread out and I'm going to support my spread with more deployments as like round 2 and 3 go. Which, who knows, maybe that is actually like not the worst if you have like a really good idea for that. Like if whatever your board needs, if it can be there. Like if you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to set these up in round 1, they'll do as much damage as they can, but they'll still ultimately lose a minor loss. And then in round 2, I'll support them with chaff clear. Like round 1, let's say you have like a bunch of marksmen and they actually kill the cannons. And then round 2, you support them with like any type of AoE. Only problem with that is if they snowball. No, exactly. Giving up rounds is kind of rough sometimes because you're allowing your opponent to have XP over you. It's not always a problem, but it is a problem if you don't have an answer to the loadout that they're running on whatever they're upgrading with whatever you're trying to do. Like, not every unit can always beat every unit. Like, for instance, if I'm fighting something, like Mustangs, just as an example, and the Mustangs have like a damage device, and they're already doing like 240 damage or 300 damage, and I make a Rhino, and I don't get armor on it, like, I don't even run armor at all, it's like a good chance my Rhino's just gonna fucking die, even though it's, ideally, Rhino's like on paper great against Mustangs. HP's a resource. HP's time. It's definitely time. It's like how much time you have left in the game. And sometimes if your build is going to actually pop off, if it's going to scale hard, more time is actually in your best interest. Like delaying your losses. Or like minimizing your losses if you can. So that's why sometimes being greedy and doing crazy shit is not a good idea, because you're actually just, if you get punished for it and it happens, then suddenly you're like, oh, if I were to have lost this round playing safe, or like I made a barrier or some shit, I would be doing what I'm trying to do, just 100 resources slower, but instead I was greedy, and ultimately that led to me taking an extra 900 damage or something on the health bar, because it's like the difference of like losing a little bit or like losing a lot or some shit. It's like more of his army stayed alive. So you died. I do think, I'm not gonna lie, I actually think barrier gameplay is actually insane if you do it properly. Like if you always make barriers against armies that are bad versus a barrier, like not steel balls, not sabertooth, not stormcaller, and then you always do it in a way where you can support your units that like aren't able to kill whatever they're trying to kill right now, but they need, just because they like need time, and a barrier tank for them allows them to have time. Like for instance, the way I play Arclights, I feel like I could do Arclight style really crazy strong if I actually like went down a barrier tunnel of investigations and tried going barriers at like almost every turn or like every other turn in a way that just allows my Arclights to level up and forces him to like attempt to bust them. And then I get things that are efficient against whatever he's busting them with. And Arclights themselves can ultimately just win the game if they are like level 5+. Like they're kind of insane. Pucci was talking earlier today that it looks like they may be experimenting with having maps sometimes, not having buildings again. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down. That would be fun. There's a lot of ways you can take the game that would make it more interesting. And I think maps would be so fun. I would be so down with maps. That's why I was like also talking about like, or not today so far, but yesterday also on the podcast. I was mentioning, I think terrain in general would be really fun. You could actually make weird scenarios where you make like ranged outposts and stuff, and you try to make sure whatever you have like doesn't, like you can use the AI of however it maneuvers around the terrain. Like it probably tries to go like the least long path, so to like hug corners and shit. I bet that's how it normally would be. I would assume, but yeah, I feel like that would be fun. I feel like that would definitely give a lot of units a lot of life. Like, suddenly you're thinking to yourself, oh, I would love to put some siege scorpions or some shit on, like, the high ground. And now a unit has to, like, move around it if it doesn't have enough range. And what if there was, like... I don't know. I feel like it would be interesting. It would definitely make more playstyles viable. Like, what if there was a unit? I'm not saying this needs to exist, but what if there was a unit? Like, I'm just thinking about terrain, okay? And I'm thinking about terrain being like, what if terrain makes everybody start being like, oh, I love air builds. Because this terrain, let's say it's like too far to shoot over. Like, let's say there's like a gorge that's like longer or wider than like an incendiary bomb on the board. Like something, you know, something like this big. Like, let's say there's like a gorge that's like that large and you have to go around it. And there's like range units shooting across it, and most units can't even shoot back. And then a lot of people are like, oh, I like air here. Like, I'm gonna start going mass air. And then what if there's like a new unit or something like that that gets added that's good at killing anti-air, and it can be done in like a cool way. I'm thinking of like a fiend from Warcraft 3. Where it like just fucking like ensnares it out of the sky or some shit. That'd be cool. I feel like there's a lot of ways this game could become crazy and keep evolving. Maybe just like interesting levels of gameplay. And I think maps, if there was like 3 core maps like how there are in 2v2, if there was like at least 3 maps in 1v1 where it's like different styles of gameplay. Like, this is like more of a range board. This is more of a melee. Like this is like just a full-on like headbutt board. And one of them's like, you know, like different pathways, like a choke point board. I feel like just at least also knowing and discovering different playstyles for different boards would be fun. And then you could also like, I feel like if people start getting good at like playing like really crazy different playstyles, you could also just like start mixing in playstyles into whatever you're like. You could be doing like a melee build, and now you have like a really good siege thing you can do as well. I don't know. I'd like if there was like terrain that would allow that. Like there could be like a hybrid board. There could be one with like one way where it's like really good for melee, and another way where it's better for range. And it's like, what if they miss each other? And it's like, okay, how does that work? I feel like there could be a lot of creativity with maps. But I do like... I do think this game already has a lot of customization that is really enjoyable. And I do think more variety of ways to discover how to use it would be for the best. So I'm all for maps. That sounds fucking sick too. Maps would be so fun. What do you think about maps with water and water units? I think if there were water units, like it could be it could be anything too. It doesn't have to necessarily even be just like a water unit. It could be like a slow field unit or some shit like that. Like a unit that goes through like obstructions in your movement. Like, what if there was like a dropship unit that could like transport you through terrain blockers? like I think it would be fine. I'm totally down for units like this. But I don't think it should be too technical on it, because I feel like, or I don't know. Like I would be open to try a lot of things, but I'm thinking like a water unit or like a unit that could be a like a terrain specific unit would be, let's say you have a unit that's its entire job is to just be an elevator, and you put it on the side of someone's cliff. That's like, if you get up the cliff, that's where their tower is. And then you're like, you have a unit that understands that it's going to go to this elevator, like a steel ball loads on it or some shit, and then it loads the steel ball into the base, and the steel ball starts running at the tower. Same thing could be like if there was like terrain blockers, like a water, like a gap. A unit could like fall over and make a bridge, and units could run across it with like a really tight choke point. And you can make 3 of them together, and now it's suddenly a big bridge. Super cool stuff. I think you could totally make stuff like this happen in Mechabellum. You could, that could be a crawler upgrade, like chain link, and it makes a fucking bridge and a gorge. You know what I mean? And suddenly your fucking rhinos and stuff are running across the crawler chain link. And then the crawlers themselves and know the units are detected behind it. It like crawls up itself and like comes off, and like all of them run together back on the ground or something. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that could happen. That could be fun. But again, I'm all for maps. Maps sound so sick. The one way, I'm telling you right now, this is why I play the game the way I play it. The one way for everybody to get bored is to just always think you have to do the same thing every single fucking game, and then just believe that. And then be like, I don't feel inspired to play anymore. And you're bored. Okay, we're going balls in the back. Like arc lights? I mean, I used to do arc lights every game. But do I do it every game now? I got bored. But I do love Arclight the most, probably. Like, I've loved it for the... I don't love it the most nowadays, but I have loved it for the longest. People do play that way, though. And the good, let's keep let's like reinforce it even further. I think getting some variety in this game would be for the best. I mean, I'm down to play what it currently is, but I think some... like, the idea of maps does not make me feel sad. I know some people would probably hate it. Some people probably would be like, this is fucking stupid, I don't understand it, it's annoying, the game is not fun anymore. But I would love it. I would love to try it. If it ever did happen. I also don't even mind if they keep buildings in the game overall, if they keep working on them. I feel like this preset type shit, I don't actually think it's very fun, personally. Compared to like what it was, what the board felt like before. I think my biggest quarrel with buildings is the presets of like, I know where they are before round 1 even starts. And it's just like, you just avoid them generally. Or you either sabotage them or you avoid them. Or you like go back and use them. Okay, we are definitely having a problem right now with a big fat tarantula. Big fat tarantula. How about deployable buildings at the start? Yeah, I think that's fine. I'd be down. No problem with that from me. Okay, go with that. Come on, hold, guys. It fucking has quick reload already, man. Holy shit. Damn. Kicking my ass with quick reload. I'll do underground threat. I'll put it over here. I'm gonna get right side coverage too. I don't want to have an underground threat like surprise me and just kill my tower in the back. I'm gonna take also this arc light over here so I can help support the saber. Okay, get range. Get range on the arc lights. Get range. Okay, he's got incendiary bomb as well. Jesus. Jeez Louise. The classic issue of making gameplay complicated enough to stay interesting for players without making it super overwhelming for new players. Yeah. I think maps would be a great idea. I think an occasional new unit to this game and maps. And you could also rotate units in and out of the rotation or something if it got too much, I feel. I think that would be a great way to keep the game fresh and feeling fun all the time. And like we don't even have to always like also add tons of units to the roster, but if we don't, I feel like adding new upgrades to existing units would also be a new way to incorporate fun stuff to change up the gameplay. So you just have like slowly, I don't know. I feel like upgrades also might. If you have like 10 choices on every unit, everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck do I even do? This is too much for my. I don't understand." He's elite spec. Okay, I think I'm just gonna accept the smoke bomb. And I'm gonna do it to him too. And if he turns on sprinkler systems, cool. Cool beans. Alright. I'm just gonna get more heat on the right side again. More heat over here. Crawler pack's gonna run in front of the cannon for us. We're gonna kill the walls. I don't actually want to do much here with my saber. I think we're gonna get smoke bombed. I'll just get 1-1. Anti-missile your tanks? Honestly, I don't even care. I think it's fine. I'm not willing to... Am I willing to? You know, on second thought. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm gonna have the money. I already have max deployments out too. That's not bad. I do lose 2 fangs guaranteed if I don't anti-missile, so... I wish units had more tech, like the sprinkler. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I also think I would love... If they added a tech to this game every single, like, 2 weeks. Or, like, let's say there was, like, 2 new techs, one on 2 new units, every, like, week or 2. I'd be fucking down. And we're, like, get to a point where we, like, every unit does actually have, like, 10 techs. I personally would love that. But I also play this game a fuckload. I don't think a lot of people would probably feel the same way if they're trying to get to the game. I could understand that mindset a little bit. But, oh my god, I kind of want to take a fort. I like a fort. It's such a tank, and it's such a device-wearing beast. I don't have any anti-air, but I'm at a point where like I could turn on anti-air here pretty soon, anyways. And I have fangs. I'm taking the fort. We're taking the fort. I'm taking the fort. I don't want to level it though. I'm going to level this new guy on the right side. Get damage. Okay. This works. This works. We all have 5,500 health too, so. No missiles. There's also a smoke bomb that hasn't been used still. So I'm glad I'm glad I'm spreading myself out. Yeah, I'm not even gonna clear the smoke bomb. I don't even care. Give rhinos and riot shield tech to use while moving, but he attacks slower. Yeah, he just has like you get armor and you get a fucking riot shield. And now the rhino, let's say it like loses 3 move speed. It gets like it's like a smaller version of plating. It's like another like 100 damage per level is taken off the top or something like that, or 150 damage off the top per level the rhino is removed from its what it receives. It's like super armor. I think spells are honestly good for the game. I just think that towers are actually bad for the game because it makes spells stronger. Because if you stack your board too hard, again, it gets aggression. But if you this is really just it's a good counter to people who stack too hard. So if you hate spells, you might be playing strategies where you stack a little too much. Because I think sometimes it's actually not a big deal to just let something die for the most part. We have a really fat barrier here. Oh my god, I just realized. Alright, we'll do a deployment module. I'll move this guy to here. I'm gonna give this fortress a level up. Sorry, I didn't finish my thought, but I'm running out of time. I gotta do something. I'll protect myself from a potential dupe with that. Let's get 2 fangs on the right, because these guys are exposed. Get a crawler in the middle. But yeah, like, nuke definitely can be annoying, but if you just have a barrier, and the barrier is still standing when the nuke hits, you don't even take damage from it. It just kills the barrier at that point, because it does 70,000 damage in one instance. I'll definitely move my arc light back to where it was, so I can have... That was in a good spot before, but... never mind, the game's over. Flanking his tower also seemed nice. And avoiding the nuke potential over here. I thought he might nuke this area, because my balls come up as well. Killing with rhinos is so satisfying versus mustangs. Mustangs are like flaccid dicks. Yeah, mustangs... Or sorry, I also, honestly, I have an addiction to rhinos. Rhinos are sick. They're nice. At least you can't buy nukes from your towers anymore. Yep, that definitely would not be fun. The game was definitely so much different back then, though, as well. Like, you really didn't have a lot of choice at all. The freedom of choice in this game has been only just improving over time. Except for buildings. I do think buildings is less freedom of choice. But at the same time, It's like it inspires a different way to play the game at the same time. So it actually does inspire a different form of choice. You just can't really have a lot of choice for like the start as much if you want to be aggressive. It really just fucks over aggression the most, I think. Because you can't be you have only one style now, which is brick for the most part to open your games with. I have a screenshot of a game that went super long, and there is 4 nukes going off, two on each side. that's fucked, dude. This massive nuke board. Dude, area damage Mustangs, honestly, are kind of insane. I actually feel like, as a Mustang user, the amount of times that I use armor-piercing bullets on my Mustangs is also, like, very inconsistent. I would say almost, yeah, like, I barely ever get that upgrade. I might actually try some explosive ammo myself. I see it a lot more. You haven't played the game since the beta? I will say, ever since 2025 happened, this game has gotten a lot better. Like, I feel like the game was already fun in its own way in 2024 and also in 2023. I played it for like 2 to 3 weeks at a time back then. I played for like the better half of a month, and then I would quit for like a year or like 8 months or something like that. But then in 2024, the end of 2024, in December, I started playing again, and I haven't stopped actually. I've been playing it almost pretty much daily since then. So it's like 10 months of playing this game daily, and it's honestly so fun. There's so many different ways you can honestly play this game, and throughout the year of 2025, the game's evolved. Like ever since it came back, and then since then, it's evolved so much. And I would say every single way it has evolved has been for the better. I feel like we're still discovering buildings though. I don't think its current form has evolved for the better, but I don't think this is going to be its forever form. But I do think it has been honestly really good though for the most part. It's been really fun. Dreamhaven, people who picked up as a partner fired a bunch of people, and other games like Wildstar flopped. They fired a bunch of people from who? The Mechabellum team? As far as I know about Dreamhaven, the CEO of that company is Mike Morheim. Wildgate? Okay, yeah. I feel like Dreamhaven, I have a decent amount of trust in Dreamhaven overall. I think they're most likely going to be hands-off approach on Mechabellum. They're going to let Mechabellum kind of make its own choices. I don't think they're going to necessarily squeeze the money out of Mecha and just like sell it off or like abandon it because if it's in a rough state. I mean, you never know. It's business, right? It's always business at the end of the day. But I feel like there's going to be some loyalty there. I do like Mike Morheim. Who's the dude who's in charge of Dreamhaven. I feel like he has good intentions. He's a really nice guy, honestly. He's like I've met him in person. I've had dinner with him. He's actually a gamer, and I have a lot of appreciation for him for RTS games they made at Blizzard for like a very long time. They fucked up WildStar because it's a multiplayer game that isn't free to play in a free to play market. I don't know how most games nowadays don't get you to have to be free to play if you're a team game. Yeah, I didn't actually play WildStar, so I don't really fully know myself about the whole story there either. But that sucks to hear that it had some problems. It's a lot of rated. It's like Sea of Thieves, but in space. It's Sea of Thieves in space. I see. It's a communication team game. So many Raidens. This is just like mass Raiden versus mass Raiden at this point. There's so many Raidens. I don't think people that want good co-op games are more free to play people. I feel like everybody can eventually become free to play. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna say some bullshit. It doesn't actually apply. Never mind. I don't think anything. Your friends have decided they just want to play Marvel Rivals or Overwatch instead? Yeah, I mean, if they're not looking to spend any money, I understand. And there's like a pay model. It's like the exact same thing that happened to a game called Battle Aces, where a lot of people were like, I'm not paying for this. And then Battle Aces was like, we're not developing the game anymore. We're done. I understand. If there's free-to-play options, like, why wouldn't you, right? That you like. Or that your friends like. I understand. But that sucks to hear that the game is no longer, like, you know, people are quitting because of it. The lone marksman. Yeah, Wildstar, I was a little confused too. I still don't know Wildgate either, but I understand you guys said it's Sea of Thieves in space. But I thought Wildstar was that fucking MMO game that people were playing. That was like years ago. It was like really animated looking. I didn't play it myself either. But I feel like I know people who did play that. Should get a drink, man. I should get another can of guava juice. Guava. People my age now, 35 to 45 range with kids, much rather buy Megabonk or Mecha and play solo or with friends instead of dropping 30-40 on a team game. We might not play for 2 hours. Or you might play for 2 hours during the weekend. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes. I feel like if you're you know, you only want to play a team game with your friends, but like you're limited amount of time to play with your friends, then it's not very fun to sit down and be like, oh, I don't want to play because no one's on. So you gotta just, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say just like also play with new people all the time. It's not obviously not as fun as playing with someone that you've known for years. Usually. I don't know what to say. Okay. Next game, about to start. Guys, we're getting into it. We're getting in to the next one. Yeah, I feel like whenever a game problem happens, it always sucks. Especially if it's a game you liked. But at the end of the day, it's just like, this is what happens actually. Companies just fall apart a lot of times. So, I don't know, it's just like, for peace of mind, just being able to like enjoy what you can enjoy, as opposed to being upset about what you can no longer enjoy, is the best mindset, I think. Because I mean, I've experienced it multiple times myself, where I'm excited to play a game with my friends, and my buddies end up like quitting, or they lose interest, and then I end up not playing with them anymore. Especially if I like the game. Like that exact thing happened to me in a game the last game I based most of my streaming career off of, which is StarCraft 2. Like all my friends played that game in the beta, and they quit at the end of the beta. They did not really play after that. Only like one of them still played. And I played that game for over 10 years. But I met, honestly, a lot of new people that I could definitely consider great friends to this day as well now. I'm roommates with one of them. It's sometimes when you, like, you have to just do something else. Doesn't always work out, I guess. Why StarCraft? Because I wanted to be a pro gamer, and I was going to be a pro gamer in World of Warcraft. But my friends did not want to join me on that endeavor. So I said, oh, StarCraft 2 is coming out, and I was good at Warcraft 3, and I was pretty decent at Brood War. Why not give it a good go? Give it a whirl. And I did. And then it worked out. It worked out pretty good. I was pretty good right off the bat. because I had already played Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, StarCraft 1, now StarCraft 2. I played a little bit of like Age of Empires, stuff like that. Not much. I definitely played by far the most Blizzard RTS. Like, if I had to give you a track record, I probably played like 7,000 games of Brood War. I played probably 30,000 games of Warcraft 3. I played probably like 2,000 games of Warcraft 2 as a kid. Like, I was doing this a lot in my free time when I was in high school. I was really enjoying the shit out of RTS because a lot of my buddies as well, we were like turbo nerds. We would LAN party on the weekends and we would play Warcraft 3 and stuff. And we were like competitive with each other. Like, one of my friends would always talk shit about how he thought he could beat me with one hand. I was like, you fucking kidding me? Those are fun times. How you doing, Hupsaya? What up, man? What up, Hupsaya? 35,000 games of Hero Line. Yeah, I played a lot of custom games. Dude, in 2000, so like the late 90s to the early mid 2000s was RTS, like a lot of games of RTS. And then some custom games. But like in 2006 to 2009, I played 8 hours a day. I'm not even shitting you. I played about 8 hours a day. I was working part-time at this time in my life. I was just out of high school, working part-time. This is when I used to work at PF Chang's. And I would work for like 25 hours a week. And the rest of the week, I was full degenerate, drinking fucking soda and playing Dota with people on Ventrilo, like in-house parties. It was every fucking day. We would all play for like 8 hours, 8-hour sessions. We would do 8-hour sessions. It was all day. And we all loved it. It was so fun. And we would talk shit. We would, like, you know, have a good time. It was a great time. All right, we're going this way. This way is actually gonna get sabotaged. Shit. I don't love this, actually. Alright, it's fine. Maybe we get a paralyze. Alright. We used LAN cable between people in the building to play. Yeah, that's so sick. It's fun as hell playing with your friends, honestly. When you get some buddies and you guys are gaming together, it's a great time. What up? Yeah, what up, J-Paul? Long time no see. Your stream? I don't know. I've been in Minnesota for vacation. How you been? Yeah, I've been good. I've been pretty good. I've just been mostly Mechabelluming. Mostly. I did another Path of Exile 2 stint for like a couple weeks. I'll definitely keep going back to that game over and over and over. I'm 38, and at least once a year we get all the boys together for a sleepover LAN party and play. Yeah, that's what it's all. It's so sick, right? I used to have an iMac when I was younger, back in the days of StarCraft 1, like Brood War era, and like early days like Diablo 2, Warcraft 3, like early 2000s and late 90s. I had an iMac, and I would bring that thing over to my friend's house, and my friend's house had like a really cushy ass basement. It was like carpeted, really nice. He had like a full long table there. It was like a LAN party. Just perfect spot. And I would go over there at least like once a month, if not maybe like twice a month, and just hang out over the weekend. And we would just land, like we would literally play StarCraft, we would play Diablo, and we would play Warcraft like all the time. And he's the one that would always talk shit. Being like, I could beat you with one hand. His name was Quan. He was so sick. Alright. Gonna get 2 more hounds, dude. I'm gonna get range. I'm gonna level this. Let's put the Stormcaller actually a little higher. We're gonna sell this thing most likely. But for now, I'm gonna maybe force some annoyance out of it. Actually, no. Just don't put it so psychotically forward. Put it here, it's fine. How do you cope with life when you quit SC2? I feel really fucking hollow. Hubsaya, I'll be completely real. I kind of wanted to quit StarCraft 2 when I quit casting. 2016. 2016, I actually wanted to quit StarCraft 2. I forced myself to not because my stream was able to at least give me... I didn't want to go back to PF Chang's. I didn't want to do that. So I chose to stream. And I genuinely fell in love with... I had problems I've dealt with in life like everyone else, obviously. But I fell in love with my stream over the course of being a streamer. And I really stuck it out because I enjoyed streaming more than the game itself. But I still honestly like StarCraft 2. But I felt like Blizzard slapped everybody in the face. And it wasn't even Blizzard anymore in 2018. And it made me really spiteful towards Blizzard with StarCraft and that realm overall. Because it made me feel like they really don't give a fuck. Like they didn't talk to anybody and they just like canceled all the streaming plans from BlizzCon. Anything that was cool to be a part of, you just like lost contact. It just stopped happening. And I was like, okay, well that's pretty fucking lame. Like it just felt like nobody cares anymore overall. And then on top of that, Blizzard also announced like, oh yeah, it's StarCraft is in like the maintenance mode gaming now. You know what I mean? Like you know all about it. Like they stopped developing the game basically. They're like it's just you guys are basically this is it. Yo, Clea Kid, thank you, Frenetics, thank you for the 41 and the 5. Thank you guys. And Hupsaya, I went through phases. I also played Age of Empires 4 for 2 months, and I quit that game myself. I didn't like it anymore. And when I came back, my fucking brain was like miswired with how I played Age of Empires to how I now have to go back and like relearn StarCraft with my hands. I was like, fuck, my automated like muscle movement here is like fucking up playing StarCraft again. So I had to like retrain myself on StarCraft, which took like a week of knowing games overall. Like mentally, you know what I mean? Just because I did a lot more like selecting all in Age of Empires than I did in StarCraft. StarCraft, I felt very precise. I feel very, very precise when I play StarCraft with like how I control units, or how I try to at least. So it felt different. It was a lot weirder. But yeah, it's just I really, just like I said, I just really started enjoying the stream aspect of it all more than the game itself. And Blizzard made me feel spiteful towards them a little bit. So I wasn't by the time 2022 happened, I was genuinely starting to become annoyed. Like I would say I had a lot of patience up until 2022, and then in 2022 I that was the year for me where I was like, I honestly might quit streaming. I was thinking to myself, I was like making another fucking beta GM that I was like, I don't even want to make this shit. I really didn't want to make another one. And I allowed my community to just be like, make it, fucking make it, we need it, we make it. And I was like, all right, I'll try. It's like doing a subathon when you're exhausted. And I was like, all right, let's fucking make beta GM again. And I was kind of like over the game at that point. I didn't even finish the series. I felt like every other game was getting stream sniped, and I was like, this is such a waste of my time. This is like so exhausting. Trying to just do like fucking introductory games here for people, and it's just like it wasn't even making sense at that point. The series was stupid. I'm gonna go Raiden. I feel like I want to go Raiden. No, actually, I don't. You know what? He has really low sabers. I'm gonna go Sandworm. But anyways, to finish off my thoughts about it all, I ultimately, I was just like, basically, hold on, let me put this down. I'm thinking about how I want to, do I actually want to do, I don't want to do fangs. I do not want fangs. I'm doing crawlers. Okay, go like that, that's fine. Get range and speed. Get damage. But yeah, I tried to just restart my stream and just like just do it all. Because I feel like I also went through weird phases mentally as a streamer. Because in 2010 and 2011 and 2012, I had more success as a streamer in terms of number of viewers that I've ever had before. I've never had success like that ever again. Like comparatively, like number-wise. And then financial-wise, I've never had the amount of support that I got during COVID, like the start of COVID. And during the start of COVID, that was probably like the hardest time I've ever had in my life. And I did shit where I was like, I'm going to stream for 200 days straight. And these are going to be 12-hour plus streams, like on average. I literally just lived on fucking Twitch. And I was really good financially, but I was like, I can't do this forever. Holy shit. This is hard. I'm getting you get lonely and shit. You're like, as soon as you turn off your stream, you're like, I may as well turn it back on again. What else am I going to do right now? So that was my experience. I'm lonely. Chat, what are you up to? Exactly. You were so bitchy at some point. Yeah, it's because I was upset, bro. I was pretty fucking... I was definitely not in a good headspace in COVID myself. Like, I legit would brag about how much weight I lost, which is not healthy. I wouldn't brag about it, but I always say shit like this. I'm pretty relatively open. But I would say things like, oh yeah, guys, I went from 190 pounds down to 160 pounds in 1 month. I lost a lot of weight. I'm feeling great. It's fucking like starving myself every day. Like I've gone through phases in my life for sure. And nowadays, I still full-time stream. Yeah. Nowadays, I view streaming as like quality gaming time for me, and I try to believe I can play whatever I want, but that's not always entirely true. I realize that there are just some games that I am better at entertaining people while I play than others. But in general, I just really I've learned to love streaming, and I enjoy doing it, and it makes it easier to do it on any game, and also with any amount of support. Because I went through it once I quit StarCraft, I actually went to World of Warcraft, and I found the enjoyment in World of Warcraft. And my viewer count literally went down to like 20 viewers daily, and it was like I just built like a. There was definitely some people that showed up like almost every day while I did that, and they were like, "Yo, Vibe, what up, bro?" But I was, you know, I was just trying to enjoy myself at the end of the day. I was like. But I felt it. I was every single month would go by, and I'd watch my subs drop another like fucking 10%. I'm like, oh my god. They just kept. It was like a fucking downward staircase. I was like, oh well. And then I've learned to just enjoy. I've learned to enjoy, because at the end of the day, I feel like I wanna stream because I honestly enjoy streaming. And it's definitely a bonus if I can make a living doing it. And so far, I'm still able to maintain that. But I'm still gonna keep trying overall, because I really feel like it's a fun position to be in. Like for instance, I can hang out with fucking Gojo all day. It's like my day is just streaming for 6, 7, 8 hours with Gojo, my cat, next to me, just playing a game. And currently, this game, legit, Mechabellum. If this game had a Blizzard name on it and it had more polish visually, this game would be popular as fuck. This game is actually so conceptually good. But it could always be better, but I think this game is actually a very good game. I actually really do enjoy this game. This game, they're like, you can autopilot this game and play like metas and what you could consider to be like boring stuff. But this game also like offers just like a lot of creativity. I feel like the creativity on this game is really high. So I really do enjoy being able to feel that on the game I'm playing. That's why I feel like this game's easy to stream daily. Like, I'll literally show up. I'll show up and I'll fucking... Like, this is my day nowadays, Subsaya. I'll show up and I'll be like, holy fuck, guys, it's already been 5.5 hours. Wow, I could stop my stream here pretty soon and feel good about myself because I streamed like a good amount of time.
Have viewers that stick with you through it all.
Exactly. I know, and I appreciate that so much. Any streamer would, honestly. Every streamer would always appreciate that. People want to hang out no matter what you're doing. But then you'll also, as a streamer, thank you for the 87, by the way, Ralph. I appreciate you. And as a streamer, you definitely gotta try to have a healthy mental headspace when you do something that you think is fun and everyone crucifies you for it. Why the fuck are you playing this? This is stupid. Why would you ever, like, there's so many times I would get people being like, how do you even have fun when you go from playing a hard game like StarCraft to this shit? I would always be like, I fucking enjoy it, man. I grew up playing games like this. What are you talking about? WoW is definitely probably my most hated game. People have made vocal to me that I have played on stream for many times. All right, efficient light, extended range Phoenix. Okay, just take this. Just take that. Level up every Phoenix. Level up my Phoenix that are on the melter. We're going towards the melter area again. Get range again. Get charge shot. Let's make these Phoenix like just delete everything. Let's get another. Let's sell off the Stormcaller. Let's get Fangs. Let's put them behind. This way it covers Phoenix at the end of the fight. We don't need speed. I guess I'll get damage. I could maybe win the game right now. It's very possible. Let's missile device this again. Let's also missile device like right here and just hit the Arclight and the crawlers and some of the fangs together. Been doing good outside SC2 with other RTS games. Yeah, that's sick. Honestly, I feel like it's really scary to quit StarCraft. It's scary as a streamer, right? Because you're like, okay, look at what I've built for myself. And now let's just like jump out of that building and just fucking free fall. And you're just gonna hit the concrete. You're gonna hit the pavement. You're gonna feel like you hit the pavement multiple times. Multiple days, you'll genuinely feel that way. You're like, what the fuck am I doing? Holy shit, how can I justify anything I'm doing? Like, there'll be days where you're not even having fun. And you'll be like, I'm such an idiot. Why did I quit? I should just go back. And you'll be like Stockholm Syndrome. You'll be like, I should go back to my captors. StarCraft. You'll think it. You'll think it's. You'll justify it because people will come back and they'll be like, "Hey, finally, you're back." But I think realizing that that's not going to last forever is the most sane thought you can have. And I think doing it when you want to do it, or maybe doing it less throughout the week so you can still retain those people. Like, let's say you go, okay, guys, we're doing StarCraft weekends. Saturdays and Sundays, I'm fucking playing StarCraft for you still. So if you guys like my stream, show up on Saturday, Sunday. And you can create a routine for them like that. But then, whatever sounds good to you, right? Like, you can keep doing it if you want to, but I think even that's better than just convincing yourself that you have to stay. Because you won't actually get growth staying there. There will be no growth. You'll just stagnate. You're like you're just gonna rot in StarCraft. That's how I felt. Like, I still think it's fun to play from time to time. People see, like, especially when people appreciate that you played it before, and they see that side of you come out in your stream again that they used to remember you for, where you're like, oh, I love when this guy plays fucking this game. But it feels really good though when you start getting some momentum in a different game, and you start feeling like your channel can be growing and stuff, I guess. How you're discussing this is very similar to how Maynard discusses leaving SC2 and making a living streaming in general. Yeah, it's scary, dude, honestly. Whenever if you're someone who built yourself up on one game and everyone that expects to turn on your stream is like, yo, where's that content at that you normally provide me? And you say, bro, I'm not doing that anymore. They're gonna be like, oh, well, see ya. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be like, oh, okay. Well, hopefully, have a good one, man. Like, definitely just allowing people to, trying to understand people, and if they don't want to watch you, then they don't want to watch you, and just being okay with that. It's hard to accept that, but I feel like it's just all you can really do for yourself to not feel resentment towards your viewers either. Because if you start being like resentful towards people, if they leave your channel, then it's gonna put you in like a shitty headspace all day. Congrats on feeling like making the switch and loving the new life. Way to go. Yeah, I feel like the big changing point in my life, honestly, was when I moved to Las Vegas. Because when I moved to Las Vegas, right after I got here, and so I like road tripped with just my stream setup and my clothes. That's all I had. I literally got in my car that was like from 2004. It was a Ford Focus. I sold it since I've been living here, but I sold my I packed my car with my desk, my chair, literally my stream setup, my monitors, my computer, all my peripherals, and then I packed my clothes and my pillows around my monitors and other like shit that I didn't want to bang around in the car. I then drove in my car to Las Vegas in one day, which took 12 hours. And I got here, and now I'm living as a roommate to Grey Torp. And then since I've been here, early on, I met my wife, who I'm now married to. We met, and then we hit it off really hard. So it was like a mixture of like moving to Vegas and also meeting who is now my wife. And I feel like a really big appreciation for just what my days have become in general. I definitely feel a lot more peaceful nowadays. I used to feel like I would have fun, but I was lonely. That's honestly how I felt. I feel like at the end of the day, I felt like I really love gaming, but I didn't love how much I was gaming, which is a lifestyle I built for myself during COVID specifically, like extremely hard in COVID. That's when I ultimately was no longer doing pro gaming stuff for StarCraft anymore, and casting. I was doing nothing besides only streaming, and I would stream literally like all hours of all days for the most part. And realizing that that's not sustainable for me is also why I haven't done a subathon. Because I'm afraid of that shit right now a little bit. I need a WoW expansion to do that. But then I don't also even want to play a new WoW expansion, so I don't know. Who knows, dude? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I made a pretty good living for myself with StarCraft. I actually made quite a good amount of money for. I built a nest egg for myself through StarCraft. I had a pretty good career when I was a pro, and then I had a lot of deals going on for myself. And then on top of that, I had like getting into Twitch Rivals. Like I won. There was like 9 Twitch Rivals events for StarCraft, and I won 7 of them. And each one of those is like $5,000 or like $3,000. I was so happy. I was so sick. And then, like, just, you know, like, WCS event, that was $12,000. Because I ended up winning WCS America back in 2012, and that was a $12,000 tournament for first place. It was like $21,000 in prize pool total. That was fucking sick. That was very good. And then also, not only that, but that, like, guaranteed me qualification to BlizzCon that year. And then I got second place in WCS in North America the month after that. That the American one happened. I only lost to Scarlet. And that was also like another $6,000 tournament. Because like, I think throughout my entire career in prize winnings in StarCraft, between Twitch Rivals stuff and also tournaments, I would say I've probably honestly made around like 75K. And then that's not even streaming stuff. Streaming stuff is fucking crazy. Like, stream is such a... This is genuinely streaming right here. I feel like this is streaming. Streaming is like this. This is streaming. Okay? Ready, guys? This is streaming right here. There we go. Here it is. That's streaming. You just make fucking nothing until you make everything. You fucking don't make shit until you literally are a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. But no, it definitely, things get crazy. When things are crazy, they're fucking crazy. Like, for instance, there was one of the craziest days I've ever had, Hapsaya. One of the craziest days, just a day I've ever had, was in one day. This is during COVID. In one day, I got 1,600 subscribers. Like, probably 1,400 of those were gifted and 200 were real. But 1,600 subs in one day is a fucking, and it's not even including donations. Like, there were some crazy ass people that were very generous. Like, one dude donated $4,000 in one day in $1,000 increments. I was like, holy fuck. People are definitely, can be very generous. Like, the StarCraft community was super generous. And that's literally, like, it made me, I feel like it allowed me to, like, really take a step back and not hate streaming, if that makes sense. Like, not get mad at, like, what the experience is, because I got to experience for a while what it's just like not many people get to experience that. It was ridiculous. I felt very appreciative of all of it. And then that's also like what inspired like B2GM in the first place. And a lot of people really like loved it as well, which it was making me feel, it was like a mixture, a cocktail of like really good, like I felt like I was taking shit in my life that felt hard and turning it into something that felt really good, is what it felt like. It felt like I was being productive and people really enjoyed listening to me just banter and stream consciousness randomly. I feel like I try to have like a lighthearted demeanor about things, but I still, a lot of times, am competitive at the same time. And I don't know. Enough people liked it. Yeah, I've seen Artosis' stream. Artosis took that shit to a whole other level. With like the bots and like the fucking AI speak and with Mario Erotica. Just like donation. Just, you know, like donation messages where TTS speaks for fucking like 2 minutes about how Luigi's gonna shove his hand up Mario's butt. Or something like that. Yeah, no worries, Hapsaya. You're a streamer. You're like a comrade in the trenches. I know you've been streaming for quite a long time as well, and I also fellow StarCraft brethren, regardless of where we end up in the future. StarCraft definitely was a fun time at times. I say I didn't like StarCraft 2 anymore in 2016, but it was like a mixture of not liking it and liking it ever since then. But I genuinely will say my passion for being good at StarCraft died in 2016. I didn't care anymore, and that made me have fun. It made me actually able to enjoy myself. Because when I used to care, I used to get a lot more tilted. If I would play bad. I got a buddy that streams a non-popular game that has a small community and makes a great living off of it. Yeah, no, for real. Like, you can definitely make a good living being a streamer who streams to like 50 people. If those 50 people are like keeping your engine running and it's just like a joint. I think really the thing about streaming that I like a lot is consistency of allowing people to join the channel and just be part of what's going on, regardless of what you're doing. If the energy of the person is like something you enjoy being around. So like if I'm streaming and someone's like, I don't really, like there are literally people that constantly tell me, I don't even play this game, Vibe. I don't even know what's going on in Mechabellum, but I like watching you stream. And I feel like one reason why people like watching me stream is because when I stream and I also smoke weed, I get really like, I'm like a fucking cheerleader almost. I'm like, let's fucking go, marksman! Yes! Come on, baby! And I don't know. I feel like people just enjoy a good environment, like a fun vibe, a fun environment. And not everybody has enjoyed the same thing, obviously. Not everybody enjoys the same. Not everybody would enjoy the same thing, obviously, but it's just lighthearted. And I feel like I've tried to combine, like, I feel like I'm a very just a relaxed person. I'm usually like, I don't give a shit. It's fine, whatever. Like, I'm the kind of person that, you know, doesn't complain a lot, I feel like, most of the time. And if I am complaining a lot, I feel like that means I'm frustrated. And I care too much about what I'm complaining about. And not always, but I feel like a lot of times I tell myself that. Because sometimes, obviously, you're just what you're dealing with is like annoying, and it's like warranted to complain. But I feel like I've gotten decent at realizing on Twitch, like if I just make whatever happens, I don't know, whatever happens in the given last 5 minutes, I can laugh about it, no matter how bad it is. And I can move on, and I can still enjoy myself. So there'll be times when, like, here's an example of what I mean, okay? When I was a pro gamer, and I was really good at StarCraft, I'd be more, like, snappy at people if they would question what I'm doing. And sometimes it comes out a little bit as well. It's part of who I am. But I've done a lot of work on myself, like, mentally, internally, just trying to not snap at people, because I'm like, people honestly could be just asking questions. That's totally entirely possible. They could just be fucking asking an actual question and not actually knowing. Because back when I used to stream StarCraft, like in the very beginning, when I thought I was super good at the game, I was also like, somebody would ask me like, oh, I don't understand why you're not building spine crawlers. And I'd be like, tempted, like my blood would boil for a second. I'd be like, it's because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my God, how could he even ask such a dumbass question? And then I wouldn't say that out loud, but I would be like, all right, so everyone always wants to fucking say, you know, I would say something, but over time, and since I've relaxed, since I'm no longer, you know, playing StarCraft professionally, in the sense of that game, I started like, I don't know, the best way I want to say it is I started calming down on people with questions, and calming down and not thinking everyone's trying to attack me. Because when you're a pro, you definitely, you fucking beat yourself up and shit if you have bad results. And if people make fun of you because you have bad results, you're just like, especially if it's warranted, you're like, I fucking hate you guys. You know, it's just different. It's different. But I feel like I've tried to capture like the knowledge of what I think like the experience I have at playing a game and learning a game, along with not taking it super serious and getting upset about things that if they're not going well for me. So if I lose a game and someone asks me a question now, it's very rare that I'll actually get upset at the person. And it's because I just genuinely am just, it's a different mindset. I really, nowadays I feel like I'm playing for the stream more than I am playing for the MMR. And pushing MMR when you're in the mood to do it is fun as fuck, but chilling with the stream when you're in the mood to relax is really nice to do as well. And not convincing yourself it only matters if you push. Because at the end of the day, people honestly just want to fucking hang out and chill, I feel like, instead of stress out the entire time. I don't know. I feel like overall that's kind of how I see it. And I like the idea of being competitive, and I like trying to win always, not just like rolling over and dying all the time when you do anything. But if you don't win, and you know, shit was not going great, it's totally, you can still enjoy it and still find a way to not let that just like sabotage everything in your mindset. I'm gonna put this back here actually. I feel bad for always asking shit builds now in Mecha. What do you mean? To me? Like I said, this is the mindset. Like, I've been a streamer since 2010. So this is my mindset. I just described my mindset back in like the very beginning, when I used to be more like I genuinely was more of an elitist. I would do well a lot, and I was really not. I've never been an asshole, honestly. I don't want to make it sound like I was a fucking absolute dick. I've always been pretty nice, but I used to always think people would be more. I would think more like, how could you not know this, as opposed to nowadays. I'm more accepting of people not knowing something, and you know, actually trying to help somebody out, and being relaxed about it, and just instead of like getting annoyed by someone not knowing something, it's more like appreciating that they're even part of the community at all, because the community is the only reason why I can even fucking stream. I grew up a little bit, you know what I mean? I changed my mindset, I feel like, to focus on what I think matters more. And streaming is much more reliable than winning tournaments. And I enjoy streaming a lot. So, as much as I wanted to win every tournament I played in, I literally only won like a few times and a lot of times it would be like, oh, I prepared for this for like over a month. Like for this upcoming one, and I'm preparing nonstop, but for this current one, I prepared shit for like a month. I like travel on a plane, go to the event, and you lose like the third round in to someone who's like from Korea, and you're like, fuck. Now I'm in the loser bracket, and like, you know, you feel terrible. You actually feel like shit. That happened to me so many fucking times. The amount of times that I got shit on by somebody from Korea. You think you're doing great, and then you get knocked out, and then you're done, and then it's all over. But again, I feel like I met a lot of really cool people in StarCraft. And I like to. It's really fun getting to see a lot of people over the years as well. Like, you know, whenever I see people that like I used to see in StarCraft all the time playing the ladder of Mechabellum, I think it's always really fun to see that. Why do you play Spider over Fire Badger? Investment. The reason why is because I already have a lot of investment in Tarantula. I already have like a lot of board coverage that can be strong if I just focus on them. And Fire Badger allows me to force more units on the board that he could end up selling. And if he doesn't make a good answer to what I'm doing, I could also continuously be annoying in the back with the Fire Badger. Like right now, we're killing Crawler for Fire Badger essentially, which is like one squad for one squad. So it's not too bad. But my left side is struggling. My marksmen are way too weak. Hopefully this marksman levels up. He did not. Listening to your stream makes me feel less lonely, and I'm hanging out with someone. Yo, fuck yeah. It feels like I'm hanging out with someone. Yeah, and I feel like that's honestly the reality of like a digital world is like a lot of people probably just fucking, when they want to relax, they end up relaxing behind a screen. Doesn't always mean that's what you're gonna do, but I feel like it happens probably daily for most people. And I feel like I enjoy people just hanging out while I'm gaming as well, because I enjoy the fact that I can do something in a game and I can be like, oh, that was sick, that was fun, that was interesting, and people will comment on it, and it can make it more fun, it can make it more funny, it can do a lot of things. It can just make me feel more invested. Alright, we're gonna get range on marksman, help them out, get more shots in faster, and get damage too. No, get range, get range. Just get range on range, we can shoot this thing from spawn. I just have your stream on in the background while I get high and I draw. Oh. And I feel like there's definitely some people, one thing that I think that my stream that I try to encompass, or I try to do, I don't know if I'm doing it for some people, I probably definitely don't do this at all for you, but for the most part, I think I like the idea that I'm able to inspire people to do the things that they want because I'm just doing what I want to do. And the idea of that makes me feel, I guess, more proud to stream myself because I enjoy it, honestly. I enjoy it, and being open and transparent with people about like what I think about things might inspire you to do shit for yourself in a way that you otherwise might have been like, oh, I'm not going to think about that. I have no idea, but for some people, what I just said probably resonates a lot, and for some others, it probably doesn't very much. But I did not expect to be a streamer the way I am when I started streaming. When I started streaming, all I wanted to do was promote myself so I could get on a good team in StarCraft. It's the only reason I cared about streaming in the first place, because I was way more focused on pro gaming, and then it turned into focusing on my stream instead. So I have like, I feel like I have a lot of appreciation for people who are here and hanging out. He's got aerial spec. I could get him to turn it on, honestly. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna maybe get him to turn that shit on. I'm gonna have left side kind of pressure. Okay. There's so many crawlers. I don't want to get bogged down. I also want crawlers myself. Let's get damage. Get range again. Okay, good. Just go with that. Watched many winter StarCraft replays of Vibu. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I definitely have fond memories of StarCraft nowadays. I remember, and for a while, honestly, to give you guys another, like, Hupsai, if you're still here, to give you another truth and reality, for a while after I quit StarCraft, I actually would get triggered when people would fucking bring up StarCraft a little bit. I'd be like, ah, God, I have to talk about this again. About how I'm wanting to quit. Because you have to definitely be patient with people, because a lot of times, not everyone's going to understand what's even going on when they first show up. Right? So a lot of times you'll have to make it a routine to like let people know what's going on. And I feel like it's best just to honestly try not to trap yourself and try to actually, I used to think I couldn't allow myself to enjoy streaming because I had more responsibility to like be good at StarCraft. And ever since I changed that mindset to just try to focus it on enjoying the stream, it's actually, I feel like it's different, but it's definitely better mindset wise. All right, there's a fucking rhino in play here. There's a rhino. He's got charge shot already. He might turn aerial specialist on. Dude, we have absorb module is so tempting. I'll rhino assault it. We'll go back here. Maybe I'll go back here. I don't know if the Farseer turns around, actually. Okay, let's get explosive. Let's get range. Let's get another marksman for, like, right here. Let's get 2 more crawlers. Like here. And here. Get HP. Oh, we got nuked. Your mindset in response to people in chat are always laid back. Yeah, it's because honestly, I actually am just happy to be here. That's my genuine takeaway of all of it. Out of my whole path I've been on in my streaming career for 15 years, I'm just happy to still be doing it. At the end of the day, I went through high highs, and I've gone through what I feel like was low lows, always having to compare to my high highs. And now I just feel like I can't force anything. I can't force people to do anything. So no matter how good I think my content is, like there has to be like certain things that fall into place for things to even pop off. And it could also be like something like I'm playing a game that even allows that to happen because tons of people are involved with it. And somehow I'm also like pulling ahead of like standing out of that community as well to get a lot of attention. I don't even want to play games that are always popular necessarily. And I just try to be true to myself and just play what I enjoy. So the fact that I attempt to do that and people still like it, it makes me feel very, very lucky. Level 2 fortress. I don't really want level 2 fortress. It's pretty fucking big though. I'm taking 3 hounds for free, it's fine. No. Oh shit, this is so bad. Yeah, I did not do a great turn there, but it's okay. We have a lot more DPS on right side, which is, it's okay. These void eyes definitely cause a problem. Come on, Fangs. Yeah, we're starting to do it. I think it's actually starting to come together a little bit. The right DPS is kind of... Yeah, I feel like I wasted a lot of time that turn, but it still worked out. We got a lot of damage into the beefy side over here with our under-leveled units. EMP. I really do not want to get EMP'd. I also do not run barrier on Fangs, so I don't know how many more Fangs I want to keep adding. I feel like adding some would not be the worst. Simply because they're taking Void Eye shots in the way this game is going. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking EMP this shit. I'm gonna EMP it myself. I'm just gonna go ahead and get barriers. I was thinking about missioning myself, but no, it's okay. Just get barriers. No tech loss. EMP over here. Let's get quick reload. Get range. I will actually make Fangs one more time, but this might be it for Fangs. Let's also get 2 levels on my left tower, just to be extra safe. Okay, let's actually EMP this side. Take it back. EMP that side. Also helps the flank a little bit, because it'll take the range away from the Void Eye. I was way too aggressive during SC2 times. I got a lot of support from other streamers, but I was always raging, so it drove away too many people. Yeah, that's fair. It happens. But you don't have to always be that way. If you don't want to, if you want to collaborate more with people, you can always start. If you want, like, if you were to think about it, as to, if you plan on wanting to be a streamer for years to come, realizing that there might be something you could do differently, and then doing it that way instead, could be a, you know, you could. It's hard to do it, but you can start whenever you are ready to start, or when you want to start. The only real, I feel like the biggest scary part is the longer you wait, the more likely you might not be able to start. If like opportunities just don't present themselves anymore. And an opportunity might be something as simple as a game you even like to play. Okay, more spells. Alright, we're gonna do one more deployment. We're gonna bury her up. Because sometimes I'm afraid of that, honestly. Sometimes I'm like when I first quit StarCraft, I was like, bro, come on, fucking Stormgate. What a letdown. Come on, Battle Aces. What a letdown. Come on, Auto Battlers. I was recommended Mechabellum, and I really liked it. It was really fun when I first played it. Because I started getting these like feelings of I could do whatever I want in this game based on whatever I think sounds fun. And it's true in this game if you can play that way. I feel like you can actually you can have like a vision in your mind for like what you want your board to look like, and it can actually work a lot of times if you just know how to prioritize certain things that like need to happen on your board at the same time. I think I'll get mines as well. This does also allow us to, it's like having more chaff. And I have an extra 700. I do not want to get elite marksman. Or, sorry, assault mode marksman. I do not want that. Let's do a resupply. Let's missile. Let's missile. Let's missile right there. So I hit the crawlers on that side. Let's missile right there. So I hit the eyes. Actually, no. There. So I hit the crawlers again. Oh, that was too close. That's okay. Our marksmen are going insane right now. He does have EMP armor on Void Eye, but I think we've already killed too much of his stuff. I don't think he has enough to keep up. Seems you have such mental clarity nowadays that if you ever went back to SC3 and get questions, why no spine crawlers? You could deliver a calm. I just don't think they are sexy. No, yeah, right. There was always a thing where in StarCraft 2, a lot of people would say, I don't understand why you didn't do something that they can see in hindsight. And then my responses would always be like, things like, you realize that if you do this, that my opponent wouldn't do the same thing regardless of what is happening. So if my opponent scouts and fucking sees me building like 15 spine crawlers in front of my natural, they just go to my third base. You know, that's how I would always have to talk about it. Because like people would be asking me these things during the meta of the game, which is like every fucking game is Protoss Immortal all-inning you with sentries. I'd always be like, guys, this is like before a unit called Ravager existed. I'm like, guys, come on. You can't always make spines. And back then, like I would be frustrated losing to the Immortal. Like I wouldn't be frustrated by the question as much as it would be asked at a bad time, and I would be frustrated by the Immortal all-in because I would tell myself internally, I'm really good. I know what's happening. I know how to beat it, even though it's really hard. And if I still lose, I would start being like, okay, this is some bullshit right here. This is fucking stupid. And like you just start getting annoyed a little bit, and you have to like. You could justify things, but like, you're definitely more irritable at that point in time. You get more irritable, and then someone is like, well, I don't understand why you're not. You're like, okay. I would say that's usually the way it went, the process. And like I said, like that was a part of me. So even sometimes now, someone asks me a question, and if I lose a game, I might be, I don't know, flustered, I guess, and how I want to answer that. Because I'm like, do I want to, like, the last thing you want to do sometimes is explain stuff that you don't want to explain kind of shit. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say here anymore. It's just easier to be flustered if you're frustrated, is all I'm saying. Nowadays, I don't really get frustrated as much because I'm just enjoying myself more nowadays. Or trying to. This is also like one reason why back when I used to stream as well, a lot of StarCraft specifically. Towards the end of StarCraft, like for me, towards like 2020, towards like COVID time. The one person I would say I watched more than anybody, because I always thought he had a good mindset, was Neuro. I would watch Neuro a ton. Because Neuro, like, somebody would ask a question, and I would see how Neuro responded to it, and I'd be like, I like that more. He definitely had more of a calm demeanor, and he was just having fun, even though he wanted to be good at the game. I feel like he was somebody that I thought was inspiring to just, like, be relaxed, you know, just remember how to have fun. And I remember I like, for instance, I got really good at PUBG for a little bit. I enjoyed playing PUBG. And like my friends and I would literally play, and I would be aiming for like double-digit kill counts per game, and we would sometimes win like 4 games in a row and type shit. Like we were playing this shit a lot. And I remember when I played with Neuro, Neuro's like never played before, or he's brand new to the game, and he's like, I'm going fucking first person, and this is before. This is when like the third person was like. People would be playing on a third. I think it was we were playing on a third-person server, and he was just playing first-person himself. He's like, "I'm gonna play first-person," and he was always, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what he was saying, but he just didn't give a shit. He was having fun, and it was. And then, for instance, I played PUBG with Todd. The complete contrast. I played PUBG with Todd, Warcraft 3 legend, human player. And if I'm not like running in the direct line that Todd is running in, he would get fucking annoyed. He's like, they can fucking hear you, idiot. What are you shooting at? It's definitely different play styles, different people. Any thoughts on trying Battlefield 6? I thought about it. I still think about it a little bit, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it. I feel like if I did play Battlefield 6, it'd be a game I would only play for a little bit, like maybe a week, and I might stop. I don't think I can play FPS full time. I just don't enjoy it as much. Like, I think a game like PUBG was an exception for FPS for me. PUBG was in itself like really, really fun. But with FPS, I don't know. Like, let's just like use Overwatch as an example. I would hate playing Overwatch games over and over and over, personally. Like just like an arena shooter, and it's like I think I like the freedom in FPS a little bit more. Like Battle Royale style FPS was definitely really fun. I grew up playing a lot of like deathmatch FPS. Like Quake, Unreal Tournament, stuff like that. I even played Counter-Strike, like 5v5 scrims and shit. But, yo, Panic, thank you for the 83. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. I played a lot of FPS alongside other things growing up. But ever since I want to say StarCraft 2, I guess, I feel like PUBG is like the only FPS game I've played. Really, like I also played Apex Legends. To be fair, I did play Apex Legends also for like a year. I officially signed the paperwork today, and I will no longer be a New Yorker as of 11/5. Oh, oh, you've lived in New York your entire life, right, Panic? Where are you going? Attempts to slice wrists with New York slice of pizza. Oh shit, dude. That'd be delicious. We're gonna lick those things clean. Except for 4 years in Pennsylvania? Yes. Nice. Have I ever played Deadlock? I did play Deadlock. I had my buddy, a StarCraft 2 friend of mine. He's a Terran player. His name is Druby. And he was playing a fuckload of Deadlock, and he was trying to get me to play Deadlock. I feel like he was my inspiration to play Deadlock. I played it. I want to say I probably played 30 to 40 games of Deadlock total. I didn't play a lot. I played a few days, and then I kind of stopped. You going to New Jersey? Oh, nice, dude. You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna love it. think that's where Greytorp's actually from. That's where he grew up. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Shit. I'm pretty sure. Your new apartment is double the size. Oh, I imagine. It's fucking New York is so expensive. Ooh, speed. Ooh, speed's back. Hello. But I think Deadlock was a fun game. I just, I feel like Deadlock is the kind of game that if you make that game a game you play a lot, you'll enjoy it more. The more you play it, the more you'll enjoy it. I feel like Deadlock is a lifestyle kind of a game. That's how it felt to me, at least. I didn't actually like playing that game by myself, and I didn't like... I feel like it's more fun to play games like Dota-esque with friends, for sure. It makes the experience more enjoyable. But on top of that, like... It's a game that really has so much skill expression at the same time, like... Or not expression, but like just a skill level of... If you're good at FPS, and you're good at like doing the mechanics of Deadlock, and you practice them all the time, and you're just like... You know, you're grinding some Deadlock, then you'll have good results. You'll be like... Your character will always be well fed, you'll be having the items you need to have when you need them, you'll be, you know... You'll be good at the game. I feel like I just haven't really established myself enough in like in a general sense in an FPS overall for me to enjoy Deadlock as like an investment. That's also why I didn't really like it as much. I was definitely not pro gamer at Deadlock. I barely played it, but when I did play it, I was also, to be fair, I was also playing with Drewby when I played it, and he was already high, so I was just joining him in his MMR games. I was getting fucking rolled. I was just getting destroyed. I remember those games, actually, now I think about it. It'd be like, and Dota is so annoying when you just fucking loot, like you're just getting farmed when you're the one feeding. Feels bad. I think a Deadlock would be a game I would actually take more seriously if it was just a game that, if there was no other distractions around at that time when I played it. You know what I mean? Like if I had no other games I wanted to play, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just play this game for a while. And I got to a point where I was having fun, I would have probably played it more. I just feel like I have like a non-negotiable of I want to dedicate time to ARPGs, and I want to dedicate time to strategy of some kind. Like I enjoy those a lot, and I'm willing to take breaks and do other things, but as like daily streaming, I feel like I really enjoy those things. Subsidized balls, giant spec. Let's not go subsidized balls. Let's get Rhino Assault. Put it here. Get a crawler pack behind my tower. Sell off this wall. Get a crawler pack in front so no missile can really hit my face. I am going to get hit by the cannon now, though, a little bit, which is not ideal. Alright, we have so many crawlers. This is okay, though. It's okay. Looking for that paralyze. Come on. Come on, man. Seemed like it could be amazing, but it was just a bit too overwhelming for me. I think Deadlock would have been a game that I personally would have really loved if I had a consistent crew that wanted to play it all the time, and I had like people encouraging me to want to log in a lot. I feel like with FPS, that's usually how I play FPS. Just to be honest, I feel like I'm the kind of FPS gamer that I really only enjoy playing FPS if I have friends that want me to log in. Otherwise, I don't usually make the effort to go in myself. You know what I mean? Like if it's just up to me, I'll probably just play fucking like strategy type stuff. Typhoon is improved fortress. Okay, Typhoon's not that tempting anymore. Let's get a farce here. Sell off my cannon. There's a lot of crawlers on the right side that I would love it if they could die. Just gonna get hounds over here. We really could use like Phoenix or something. Definitely could use some Phoenix. Let's back up a little bit more. Like one more. Okay, that's good. Okay. If my crew hadn't migrated to other games, I'd never stop playing Dota. Yeah, and that's if you know, playing with your friends is definitely a fun experience, especially if you have a friend crew that's consistent and they're like always, everyone's always logging in all the time. Let's actually cancel this. Get 2 hounds and get a crawler. I don't want a missile to be hitting my hounds over here. Okay, go with that. Get 1-1. I need to get... Okay, he's got Vulcans now. Ay, ay, ay. And Raiden. And Farseer. Okay, well, we're just going to let my Farseer be my anti-air this game. I think that's what we're going to do. Diesel! Yo, Diesel! What's up, man? What's up, dude? Photon coating? No. Oh, man. These are so expensive. These choices are so pricey. I don't love this. I think we just need to get a paralyze on right side. Okay. Oh man, this is a little bit fucking rough for a secondary action. I kind of want to get range, honestly. But I feel no. This is a terrible idea. Don't get range. Do not get range. Just get damage, so my hounds can be a little bit more houndy. Let's sell off a steel ball. Let's get 3 hounds, and let's get range. I'm actually going to abandon the balls now that he has... now that he has Raidens. I feel like my balls are just going to get destroyed. Okay, hopefully we can paralyze him quickly. Beautiful. Oh, hounds getting it done. 2 levels, really good. Tank productions, lightning storm. Yikes. Skip. I don't want any of this. I'm skipping. we sell off our other steel ball. I think we get 2 more Farseers. So tempted to get scanning radar right now, but I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, he already has range on Raiden. Maybe we already... maybe we take anti-air on Farseer right now, just get it going already. And then on right side, I get... just like a crawler pack that also baits out missiles. So it's hard for him to get a missile in any direction here. Yeah, okay. We'll go like this. Get damage again. Just reinforce my damage as much as possible. So we can just kill shit as we get to it. Okay, here we go. Next round we'll most likely be adding in some actual tanks. This game might be a Rhino game. Nice. Farseers are dumpstering. They're good. They're good. Farseers, let's go. Let's fucking go, Farseers. 2 Scorpions. Two Scorpions is also really tempting. Just for the sake of like a unit that's going to be in front of my hounds barely, and also could pump out a lot of damage. Shit. Yeah, I'll take 2 Scorpions. It's okay. It's a lot of power. I'm gonna put them both on the right side. Okay. Level up, level up. I think we also take some power in the form of some rhinos, baby. Put them on the right. Maybe I actually sell a Scorpion. Maybe I get another rhino. Okay, like this actually. Okay, do that. Land a rhino on this Scorpion and try to kill the chaff. Very nice. We're getting double paralyzed. So these rhinos are actually going to kill all these giants before they die. They might die to the Raiden, but these Farseers are getting strong. There's so much damage. We got so much damage, man. Laser sights. Another rhino assault. Level up, level up. Give rhinos armor, give hounds... Or sorry, Farseers emission. Give crawlers threat? No. Don't do a mission yet. Do not do a mission yet. I think he takes fire, and I think I'm just going to take armor on my hounds. Just to get through it. Just to get through it. I could sell off the scorpion as well. You know what? I could totally do that. Let's just drop this here. We're gonna get Wasp that lead the rhinos on a charge. And just bait shots out from Raidens. I feel like fire might happen. No. Okay. So now we have armor on hounds and armor on rhinos. So mostly hounds don't die now. So they're going to continue to be a problem in killing towers and giant units. We just need to paralyze. We have a very durable army though. Yeah, I think he's dead. We got him. GG. Well played. Sorry, I didn't say Jila Jeff. My bad, dude. Nice. Nice. Nice, guys. Nice. Nice. We're 5-1 in this tournament right now. Five and one, let's fucking go! Let's go! But yeah, I have no idea what, like, for instance, the next game I'll end up getting addicted to on stream, like, a lot. Like, just like, you know, how I have been for Mechabellum. It could be Mechabellum for a while. I think this game could still evolve so much in so many fun ways. So I'm happy to keep playing it overall. But I'm sure there'll come a day where another game will come out and I might like that more. And then hopefully the process continues. And yeah, shout out to everyone who's been, just to reiterate, shout out to everyone who's been in the stream for as long as you have, especially the ones that are like, I've been here since like 10 fucking years, dude. Or, you know, any amount of time. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Much love, dude. Yeah, look at that. 63-month, 5-year badgeola. Big time. Oh, yeah. I'm lurking, but I'm chatting today. Yeah, hell yeah. And anyone who lurks in my channel, you know, feel free to say hi if you ever want to. Don't have to, but if you ever want to, you can. I discovered streaming about 6 years ago. Do you like it overall still? You happy with your choice of discovering it? How's it been for you? I loved streaming when I first started. And it's crazy because oh, hi. Hi, Gojo. Yeah. My stream, my mindset on like what streaming even is and what it means to me has changed so much. Like, one of my buddies who's a StarCraft player who, I think he's more recently started playing Mechabellum, like, within the last month or two or something. And, his name's Katz. And I remember my mindset when I used to go to tournaments was, like, wanting to get a team to pay me salary and wanting a team to sponsor me by, like, buying my flights and shit. And that was offered, and I had that, and I felt like, you know, that meant I had a really good deal, is what I thought to myself. I was like, dude, this is all I need. I'm set. I'm ready. Like, I got the tools I need to go to tournaments and shit. And then he was one of like I was streaming at the same time as he was back in like 2010, but he was doing it more seriously than I was. He was doing it like as a full-time thing, as a, like, you know, putting in like a good amount of hours every week, as opposed to me who would stream like 3 times, 4 times a week, and whenever I would stream, it might be like only 3 hours long, something like that. I focused more on pro gaming, and I was like, I don't want people to see my playstyles, so I don't want to stream everything. But he was like paying for his own flights. He didn't need a sponsor. He didn't need anything. He was just literally raking in ad revenue. And overall, like, it'd be like, oh, the tournament happened, and here's the standings for everybody, and you think about like what everybody leaves that tournament with financially. And honestly, streamers and casters were probably leaving with the most money, unless you were like first place. It's great. Like, you can definitely make a decent living streaming, even back then, with the way it all started. And now you can make a great living. Like, there's like no ceiling. It's exciting. I think that's why I also think streaming is exciting. It's really like, if things just line up and the game you really like that you're passionate about is also really, really popular, dude, shit can get crazy. My buddy told me back in the day, Justin TV. Yeah, exactly. It was called Justin TV, and then in 2012, it rebranded to Twitch TV. And back in Justin TV, back when it was in Justin TV, that like nowadays, people are like, I want to become a partner on Twitch. Or at any platform, really. And to get like paid, you have to like meet these thresholds a lot of times where it's like, if you have X amount of this for a period of time, we'll consider you for like the partner program or the affiliate program or stuff like that. But back in 2010, it was very, very small. It was really like streaming was mostly like tight knit. It was a lot more. It was a lot smaller back then before it blew up. And to be able to be a partner, you just had to message. Like if you were like for me, if you were somebody that was in the StarCraft scene. And back then, I was featured on the Team Liquid website for streaming. This right here. Oops. TeamLiquid.net. This website right here. And there's my name right there again. Vibe. Down in other games. But if like this was like really heavy, super heavy with StarCraft back then. Like tons and tons and tons of streamers would be on. Like this list would have like 15 people on it. 20 people on it, and viewer accounts back in like Wings of Liberty were fucking insane for StarCraft. But I basically the guy essentially, you just talk to him. You're like, his name is Kevin. You're like, hey Kevin, I'm not a partner yet. I want to be a partner, and he's like, okay, you're a partner. You're a partner now. You are now a partner because you're in the right place at the right time. You're part of the StarCraft crew when it was first, and it's like. It just started in its infancy. It is so much fucking different than how now it is today. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, dude. I streamed for 9 years and I'm still just a nobody cuck in the scene. No, you're not, Hapsaya. People know who you are. If you were a nobody, I'd be like, oh, Hapsaya? You play Terran, right? I think you play Terran. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played you in it. You were playing like a siege tank build. You're like, no, motherfucker, I'm Protoss. Like, I know who you are. A lot of people know who you are. You're more known than you think. It's just that's the day and age of what StarCraft is nowadays. It's not as popping off as Stream Pros, Red, as you said, you're a nobody. No, dude, you're definitely not. I was saying, I know who you are, so you're definitely not a nobody. And I'm not the only person who knows who you are. You could talk to anyone who's like from North American StarCraft, and if they played at all during during Legacy of the Void, on ladder on NA, they're gonna know who you are. You were pretty active, pretty consistently. So it's just one of those things where people get really that's the biggest problem with StarCraft is I think that StarCraft's all about like retention nowadays. It's not really that much about growth nowadays. And the reason why is because Blizzard doesn't really inspire anyone to believe otherwise. It's like if I could get a patch and it's like a miracle. What? There's a fucking patch? Oh my god. I thought the fucking Masters 3 bug was gonna be forever. And it like still probably is to this very day. People fucking confused as hell. Like a brand new guy to StarCraft's like, bro, Vibe, I'm Masters 3. The game just plays me Masters 3, man. I think that's it for me. I made it. I'm gonna go ahead and retire now. The guy's like 1700 MMR. Everyone's just confused. And for anyone who doesn't know, 1700 MMR is like Bronze League or like Silver League in that game. Masters would be like 4,500 or like 4,200 or something. It's just a bug where people were getting placed in Masters all the time. Everybody was so confused by it. And it was just a sign that the game is degrading and not getting patched and fixed. Because it was in the game, I think, for like 6 years as far as I know. Ever since like 2018. 7 years. I tried to recruit Hup to be the bad guy at Mechabellum. He didn't take the bait. Yo, Apucci! Apucci, thank you very much for the raid, dude. Well, what up, guys? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently watching Apucci's game. We're cheering for you, man. Come on, come on, come on! Mountain! Come on, dude! Do it! No! Yo, I hope you had a nice stream. Thank you very much for the love. I appreciate it. I think I get you next round. Oh. And yeah, welcome everybody. If anyone in my stream who does not know who Apucci is, go check him out. Super high, yet charismatically calm. Beautiful man. Definitely check his stream out as well. He's super good at the game. And if you want to learn how to play this game, you're going to learn a lot listening to him talk. You're not going to be cooked. You come to my stream, you're just cooked. You go to a Apucci stream, you come out with a diploma of Mechabellum. Come out with your diploma. You're ready. You're ladder ready. Very good looking man. Yeah, yep. What's up, Shadoff? What up, Doxson? What up, everybody? Hi, guys. I think this is the last round, right? Yeah, this is the last round. Guys, look at us. We're top 5. Wow. Look at us go. We're climbing. After this game, I don't... What time is it? I'll probably go a little longer. Not too much longer, though. I think I'm just too brain-rotted by real-time games to play a turn-based type game like this. But you can play with one hand, Hupsaya. You can play this game with... I scratch my chin all the time when I'm playing Mechabellum. I'm like, Sometimes I feel like I don't even have... Even though this game is really slow in terms of, like, the long rounds, I feel like I don't even have enough time to finish my thoughts sometimes. I'm like, oh, shit, I wanted to talk about something, but the clock is ticking, so I gotta... Oh, God, right now. I can't finish my thought. Freaking out. I'll do fortified. Maybe your beard is just itchy. Yeah, it's all that cat fur. All my cat fur in my beard. Okay, guys. I'm fighting a fall guy. This sounds a mobile beacon micro in this game. Okay. I'm glad that somebody brought that up. Cobalt. What up, dude? Thank you. This is what we're doing. No, wait. We're gonna take a sneak attack to his tower. Just kidding. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna sell the rapid fire. It's okay. Sell the rapid fire. I'm gonna get a couple void eyes on left side. Void eyes on the left side. I'm gonna do a Mustang. I kind of want to do explosive on my Mustangs. I'm starting to become a believer of that myself. Get some Mapuche Stangs in here. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll go like that. I just got some Void Eye coverage. Cannon's gonna help a little bit on this area. He's going crawlers. Everything's great. Everything's fine. I'm not even worried, guys. If you think I look at this board and you think I'm worried, think again. Not even worried in the slightest. You love going carry eyes? Carry eyes are honestly insane. They're so good. And have you... carry eye beacons. That's the shit. Dude, I can missile him. I could missile this, and I could crawler this, and I could get a guaranteed paralyze. He's gonna put a crawler here. It defends rhinos. I can't rhino him. I don't really feel like I need to paralyze that bad. I do think a missile strike still is not bad either way. So I'm going to go ahead and just missile him here. I'm just going to kill off a marksman. Let's sell off my cannon. Let's get another crawler back here. Let's get more voids. More on this side. Because I am afraid of a missile again. Possibly hitting me. Maybe get a crawler pack like against the wall on this side, actually. Get another Void Eye. Slightly behind the tower. Okay, we'll go like that for this round. Suppression shots? How do I feel? No. I'll get damage for everybody. Okay, he's missiling me, I'm missiling him. Trading a couple of missiles. A couple of cool guys with a couple of missiles. 2 squads each. 200 investment each. I love Mustangs, but I also hate starting with them. Level 1 techless Stangs are so bad. Yeah. I would say I agree with that. Nice. Good, 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 good. Laser sights, amp core. I feel like laser sight feels real nice to me, especially on this left Void Eye, who gets connection instantly to these 3 fire badgers. I don't really want to. I could tech my Mustangs. I mean, maybe I should. He does have armor on Void or on Sledge, but I'll tech my Stangs. I'll be that guy. We're gonna go tech on Stangs. Tech on Stangs. Sell the wall. Get range. I'll get another Stang over here, and I'll get a Fang squad for like right there. That just baits out a nice missile device. Just in case. Okay, he's got range. Oh, he's got Fire Badger, Scorching Charge. Okay. Oh, look at that fire. Oh, he's burning himself. I thought that Scorching Charge. It's so funny, dude. Void Eyes, get all the sledge. Oh, hi, Gojo. Hi. Those Hot Wheels are getting hot. Suppressive shot kiting. I actually feel like, you know what I think would be a beautiful sight to see? Would be like multiple move speed modifiers on Void Eyes that have range and suppression shot, and they're just running back. Like, they're on the line, and there's like 3 squads of them, and they're just backing up, just popping targets. Oh, that would be so sick. Maybe get a Vulcan on either side. They got the AoE chaff cover while you run back. Maybe get some Phantom Rays with oil all across the front. Oh, dude. Like a funnel of death. Be a funnel of death. Is this the part where everything explodes? It could be. It could be. I'm tempted to take a Sandworm. I don't think he has anything that's great versus a Sandworm. I think a Sandworm could grow and become very strong in our army. Overall. 2 Phoenix is also decent, but he doesn't run anti-air. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Sandworm. I'm putting Sandworm on right side. Sandworm gets some to help the right side. Left side. No. I take it back. Sandworm's gonna actually cover the Mustangs and push after the Stangs. That's what we're actually doing. I think I'm getting 2 more Fangs here. Another Fang here. And I think we're gonna get 1 more Eye on this side. That just pushes out this area. A little bit more power. Okay, he's going War Factories. Big War Factory. Luckily for us, our Mustangs kind of own. So, you know. We might actually get to a point where we out-level the armor. These Void Eyes also doing their best. Can we get a Paralyze, please? Oh god. Oh! Range device Mustang's almost leveled again. Almost. But yeah, armor on Sledge is definitely a thing. It's definitely going to be annoying for now. Additional deployment slot. Incendiary bomb. That sucks. Okay, we're going additional deployment slot. I'm going to once again missile out his crawlers and his Phoenix. He has missile here and fire like here probably. He could do so much damage this turn. He really could. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a mobile beacon, and I'm gonna have this Mustang run to the right and then up. And then we're gonna give our Void Eyes air spec. And I'm gonna give myself 4 more eyes. Like this. And we're gonna push the right side extremely hard. I might start mobile beaconing this out and leveling this tower in the future. But I think he's gonna do a missile here, and I think he's gonna fire over here. Okay, he skipped fire, but I did dodge the missile. Whoa! Come on! Yes! Get through it! Oh, Flying Void Eyes. Flying Void Eyes getting it done. Scorpion. Scorpion's pretty nice. Take it. I can always sell it in a second, but I'm just gonna like one-shot his line here. Level my eyes. Get range on my eyes. Let's sell off the worm. I really don't need a worm at this point. Let's get another scorpion right here. Oh, hi. Yeah. Okay. What else? Take range again for everybody. I think we just do a couple more crawlers like in the back. Oops. Yeah, do a couple more crawlers in the back. And do... Yeah. Who do I want to beacon? I don't really feel like I need to beacon anybody this time. I actually think left side doesn't need to run away. I think it's okay. This could be a level 2 horror factory. Here, I'm gonna do a resupply. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna get a tower level on left side. We have so much damage. GG. GG. All right, boys, we're 6-1. Whatever that puts us at. 6-1, baby. What is that? Maybe top 3. Nice. Yeah, currently I'm 3rd. But not everyone's games are over yet. It'd be like PvPing with a WoW hunter. Dude, that's some of the best times. I remember PvPing on a WoW hunter. I PvP'd on so many things in WoW, actually. Played a warrior by far the most, though. But I love my hunter gameplay. Just running around. Microing your aspect of the cheetah. You don't get dazed, but you also kite people. Turn it off when you're about to get hit. Turn it back on when they can't hit you again. Oh yeah. Disengage at the right time. It's like, oh no, they got on top of me. Scatter shot, freezing trap. You're out of there. They're on you again. Chimera shot. Or not Chimera Shot, sorry. Wyvern Sting is what I meant to say. Chimera Shot's the DPS one that's like 2 arcane shots. Wyvern Sting's the sleep. More CC. That's the Void game I requested in final round in Tourney too, yeah. There you go. Cams! Parachute disengage? Yeah, that's if you're really hardcore. Get some engineering on that shit too. I think after a while you weren't allowed to use engineering items in Arena. I can't remember when that happened, but I think they eventually did that to the game. But for like Battlegrounds, you could definitely always do it. Just like super, like get rocket boots as well while you're at it. Just turn on rocket boots, parachute, disengage. Pizza rolls. When does Dawn of War 4 come out, guys? Should I be Vibu Dawn of War? Alongside some Mecha. Not soon enough. Never! Never! I've actually never really played Dawn of War. I don't know what that game's like. I don't think the date has been announced. I see. Well, if it comes out at a time where I'm looking for something to play, I'll totally try it. I don't know anything about it. How many factions are going to be in the game? Total. Or do they even know? Five at the start. Oh, that's not bad. It sucks that the one you really like is not going to be in it, but that's not bad. Five right off the bat is definitely nice. I don't know how much racial differentiation there is in that game, or will be. I don't know if it's going to be like Age of Empires-esque, where it's like a lot of the units are the same. I don't think so. I would imagine not, because they're different races entirely. Or is there like, it's more like SC2? Okay, yeah. Tyranids are basically the bugs, the Zerg. Oof. Oh god. Ground spec wasp right into a bunch of Mustangs with range. They do have anti-missile though, so they will be shooting at Stormcaller missiles too. Da, da, da. But we'll see. We'll see what Mechabellum looks like. I feel like Mechabellum really has my interest right now a lot. Every time I think about playing other stuff, I always get a hankering for some mecha. But as we were saying earlier, I would love it if this game actually did have some terrain maps, like different maps for 1v1. That would actually be pretty sick. Is that it? Tournament over? No? One more progress? I want some maps. I want some maps. Oh, that's it. That is it now. Guys, we got 4th place. Good old 4th place. Let's go. I lost to Gilga, and then I came back and I beat Gilga in the near the end. Round 6. Nice. We got our revenge game. What's minor points? Minor points is the total the entire total of all of your opponents' wins combined. So between all my opponents, they won a total of 21 times out of all of them that I played against. I'm pretty sure, though, it only counts the people that you beat, right? I don't think minor points counts the people you lose to. So if you go like 0-3, you could have 0 minor points. Or no, they have 1 minor point still. So never mind, I take that back. You get 1 minor point for losing. So you can see it right there. All these guys have 0-1 and they still have 1 point. So yeah, it's just the total of all of your wins and losses, all of those opponents throughout the tournament, all of their wins combined is your minor point total. And minor point is what breaks the difference between people with the same score. So we're like All three of us are 6-1, 6-1, 6-1, but I have the least minor points, so I get last out of that group.